Good afternoon, friends, colleagues, and our dear luminaries. Welcome to our closing ceremonies for our NurseLEAD program. I am Earl, and I'll be your Master of Ceremonies for our closing program. So a few reminders before we proceed with the rest. Please turn off your microphones as a courtesy to our speakers. Okay. And please make sure that your profile name reflects that of your registered name with the course. And please open your camera as requested in between our session. So ladies and gentlemen, friends, thank you for joining us for our closing ceremonies. May I present to you the members of the course team. Colleagues, friends, ladies and gentlemen, join me as we honor our beloved nation and let us sing together the Philippine national anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, helas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang binirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa
To deliver her opening remarks, may we call on our virtual floor the Dean of the College of Nursing of the University of the Philippines and the project coordinator for NurseLEAD, Dr. Sheila Bonito.
Thank you, Earl, and good afternoon to everyone. Magandang hapon sa lahat. So I'm reminded that when we launched this NurseLEAD project last May 12, we had a vision of improved quality of care and strengthened health systems through public health nurses leading the delivery of primary healthcare services and management of population-based programs. A vision of public health nurse leaders and managers advocating for health policy, regulations, and informatics in the delivery of care, and public health nurse leaders engaged in interprofessional collaborative practice, allowing integrated care and also referrals and community-oriented responsive care. We still have a long way to go, but today is a milestone. Today, we are ending the training of the first batch of public health nurse leaders who heeded the call and started the journey with us on September 10. We have 50 nurses who have chosen this path of caring for individuals and population in the public health setting. So congratulations to our nurse leaders on completing the course. You have done well despite juggling many responsibilities in your home and work. And as we have discussed over the past few weeks during our Zoom session and in our course site, there are many challenges that we are facing to implement the universal healthcare and achieve our commitments to deliver on the health outcomes and sustainable development goals. We hope that through this course, we have provided you with some insights to possible solutions, as well as support for you to continue doing your best as public health nurses. We have more plans of building our community of practice of public health nurse leaders, and we want you to be part of it. At this point, let me thank our program sponsor, the Johnson & Johnson Foundation, through its global community impact, who believed in our vision of public health nurse leader, leading the implementation of universal health care and achieving the health outcomes for the Filipinos. Thank you also to the Department of Health, through the Health Human Resources Development Bureau, led by Dr. Pretzel Tolentino, for supporting the role of public health nurses and allowing them to grow in the profession within the public health system. We hope that we will continue supporting each other to address the long-term need for nurses in every barangay and to advance public health nursing in the Philippines. Thank you also to our invited resource persons who developed the course with us and shared their expertise during the discussions. And thank you to the course team who devoted their time and energy to see the course to its completion and for finding ways to improve and innovate for the current and future offerings. To our nurse leaders, as we close the online course, we hope that we opened a new chapter in your lives. There's much to do as nurse leaders, managers, and collaborators. And we look forward to meeting you again in our future NurseLEAD Summit, where we hope to learn more about the outcomes of your capstone projects. UPCN promises to continue to support your lifelong learning and building a community of practice of nurses. We have also joined the Nursing Now campaign of the International Council of Nurses, showing our commitment and conviction that the time for public health nurses to lead is now. So more power to public health nurse and more power to our public health nurse leaders. Again, good afternoon to all.
Thank you so much, Dean Sheila Bonito, for such a timely and inspiring remarks for our closing ceremony, addressing, of course, our nurse leaders to continue with the fight. Thank you so much. And now we welcome to the virtual floor the messages from our institutional partners, starting off with the Chancellor of the University of the Philippines, Manila, Professor Dr. Carmencita Padilla.
UP College of Nursing Dean and NurseLEAD Coordinator Sheila Bonito, faculty, staff, and students of the College of Nursing, graduates, guests, Good afternoon. Today, we celebrate a milestone in the lives of 50 nurses comprising the first batch who completed the leadership course for advanced practice in public health nursing, or NurseLEAD. After 148 hours of virtual sessions on topics that aimed to enhance the nurses' leadership skills, we can say we will be spot on in responding to the task of delivering primary health care. The UP College of Nursing and Johnson & Johnson Global Community Impact launched this program on September 10 to enrich the nurses' competencies in extending primary health care and other population-based health services. This course included collaboration with relevant stakeholders and agencies in the management and delivery of primary health care services and programs and other leadership competencies. This enhanced program was prepared in view of the nurse leaders' expanding roles from being patient-centered to population-focused. We thank and applaud the College of Nursing for spearheading efforts towards this nurses' leadership development, as they are the kinds of health frontliners that are urgently needed today. This year alone, several of such courses and trainings were led and completed by the college in partnership with the Department of Health and other groups. These alliances form part of UP Manila's strategy to accomplish or contribute to significant and relevant agenda for the country. The COVID-19 pandemic, Sustainable Development Goals, and Universal Healthcare Act, among others, are pressing us to approach the realization of the goals of these programs from a public health perspective. Essentially, nurses who are the main players in their implementation are expected to bring a lot to the table in terms of advanced leadership skills and training. In these troubled times, public health nurses, adept at professional development, advocacy, and interprofessional collaboration and communication and teamwork are requisites. Moreover, those who are able to manage effectively and efficiently public health interventions provide integrated services along the continuum of care. They are well versed with project management cycles and financial management principles considered essential if we are to succeed. Amidst our burdened health system, nothing less will suffice. So once again, congratulations to this initial batch of certified nurse leaders. We are looking forward to healthier and happier Filipinos as beneficiaries of your training and service. Mabuhay!
Thank you so much, Chancellor Padilla, for your support and for recognizing the efforts of our nurse leaders in shaping the landscape of healthcare in the country today. So we now welcome Wen Yitan from Johnson & Johnson Foundation for Southeast Asia for her message.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to be here today. My name is Wen Yi, and I'm a part of Johnson & Johnson's Global Community Impact team here in Asia. First off, congratulations from us here at Johnson & Johnson Foundation on being the first batch of graduates from the University of the Philippines, Manila College of Nursing NurseLEAD program. We are so excited to see the positive change that you will be making in the years to come. At Johnson & Johnson, we have a long legacy of supporting and championing nurses and the critical role they play in elevating healthcare systems worldwide. Frontline health workers, especially nurses, midwives, and community health workers, are often the first and only link between communities and health systems. Yet, we see that today's health workers, especially in the Philippines, continue to be challenged. Nursing in particular faces a healthcare workforce crisis. Without action, the WHO's projected shortfall of nurses will be close to 250,000 by 2030, unless greater investment is made now to retain them. No one entity can tackle this crisis on their own. We are glad to ally with UPCN for this NurseLEAD program because of their recognized strengths in nursing education. Our collaboration aims to support effective leadership and management. Nurse leadership is critical in strengthening the primary and community health systems at every level, and we are pleased to support you, future leaders, through this program. Together, we can build and strengthen our health workforce to help provide high-quality care and ultimately change the trajectory for health for humanity. We wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. And as always, we thank you for all that you do.
Thank you, Wenyi. Her greetings straight from Singapore, friends. And now let us listen to the message of our partner from the Department of Health, Dr. Pretzel Tolentino. Good afternoon po, Doc. Mukhang nakamute, Doc. So a round of applause once again for the officer in charge, Director 4 of the Health Human Resource Development Bureau of the Department of Health.
Doc Pretz, wala pa rin po kayong audio. Hello?
Yes.
Ay, okay.
We can hear you po.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Okay, so good afternoon and thank you to our partners, CPCN and Johnson & Johnson. Congratulations to our graduates and we hope to have more batches, sir. So just one message. We need more leaders. We need more nurse leaders. And we need a new generation of nurse leaders. Why is that? Because by 2022, by next year, we will be starting the full implementation of the full devolution of LGU. So we will be needing more nurses who will lead in this implementation in managing the local health system in the respective LGUs. Number 2, we will continue the UHC implementation, establishing primary care networks all over the country. So we really need you to do that. And of course, we are still in the COVID response and we are working on a COVID response that is more LGU-led. And that's why we have, in the initial phase of this project, we really said that we need to train nurses at the LGUs because they will be the frontliners in all our efforts in this coming dynamics in the health system. And I also want to bring this message to all our nurses that we have to do away with the idea that only doctors are the leaders in the healthcare system. Nurses are also leaders in your own way, and we hope that you would complement this as part of the primary care team. And we continue to need the partnership of UPCN in developing more nurse leaders that are attuned to the needs of the country. True that we need more public health nurses, and we would like to take this opportunity to invite UPCN and our Board of Nursing, kung meron po dito, we want to partner with you in developing the career progression for nurses. Kung meron na po, DOH will cooperate and in developing that career progression for public health nursing. And again, congratulations po to all, and we hope to have more of this. Sir, thank you po. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pretzel Tolentino, no, for offering again, as always, the support to collaborate in making universal healthcare possible for all Filipinos, and highlighting the role of our nurses. So I'm sure our batch of first batch of graduates for the course are so excited to hear more messages, and so we have with us this afternoon to deliver a message, an inspiring message to all of you. We have with us this year's Anastasia Hiron Tupas awardee and a role model, of a public health nurse leading the way. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I call on the president of the National Association of Public Health Nurses Incorporated, former member of the Board of Nursing, Dr. Cora Ananuevo.
Thank you very much. Magandang hapon sa ating lahat. Let me start by asking a question. How many are members of the Philippine Nurses Association? Okay, raise your hands. Well, aside from PNA, who are members of other nursing organizations? Let me see your hands. Okay. Now, do you know that there are 23 nursing organizations recognized by the Professional Regulation Commission, or PRC? Many of them are called nursing specialty organizations, like ADPCN for Deans of Nursing Colleges and Nursing Educators, ANSAP for Nurse Administrators, CCNAPI for Critical Care Nurses, NLPGN, Nurses in Government Healthcare Facilities, ORNAP, MCNAP, ONAP, at iba pa. Others are called nursing interest groups, or the non-clinical fields, but whose major interest cuts across the specialties, like the Philippine Nursing Research Society and the Nursing Informatics. Teka, sandali kasi meron nagko-cover kasi nito, oh. Teka. Now, and of course the PNA, which is the PRC's only accredited, not only recognized but accredited professional nursing organization in the Philippines. Nasaan ang organization ng mga public health nurses? Malapit na. And it was mentioned that the name is the National Association of Public Health Nurses, or NAPHN. So why do we need a specialty organization for public health nurses, like many others already existing? There are good reasons. Foremost, we need to be united as one strong group whose members are bound by the following objectives. First, raise the standards of public health nursing practice by providing continuing professional education, training, and experiences. I think it is high time that we make known to the health sector and the public in general our valuable contribution to the healthcare delivery system. Hindi masyadong nakinikilala na ang public health nursing ay isang specialization. We are happy that you are enrolled in this course. Okay? So this is an example of continuing professional education that will produce leaders like you in public health. Many of you, if not all, already have the necessary skills to provide health services to individuals, families, and communities. What we need are enhanced competencies to manage health units at different levels: informatics, develop policies, design advocacy programs, self-regulation, and those topics you acquired from this course. Now, the second objective of the organization is to lead the development of public health nursing career pathways. What do you mean by this? We have to chart our career in public health as advanced practitioners. We need to have our sense of professional autonomy in public health while working collaboratively with others. As a professional specialty, we need the NAP-HN to finalize the advanced practice in public health nursing according to the career progression and specialization program for nursing profession. It was mentioned by Dr. Prechel that we need this career progression. And when I was with the Board of Nursing, until my term ended last year, I have submitted the draft of this level 8 and the career progression for level 7 or post-baccalaureate nursing, which is the master's level or its equivalent, and level 8 or doctoral level or its equivalent. To be an advanced practitioner in any specialty, including public health nursing, a certification is required. Certification signifies the specific competence and expertise of a nurse. The PRC and the Board of Nursing issued the certification upon endorsement, listen, upon endorsement of the recognized and credentialed specialty organization. In public health, this is the NAP-HN. The third objective is to establish networks and linkages with relevant national and international health agencies, leading to a dynamic community of practice. Upon its formal recognition, the NAP-HN can communicate and link up with public health organizations in the US, Europe, and Asia, and with WHO. Fourth, collaborate with other nursing organizations and unify all sub-specializations of public health nursing. In the Philippines, we have public health nurses who are members of ONAP and occupational health nurses and NLPGN. But don't get me wrong, NAP-HN will not take them away from their original organizational membership. We will attempt to unify ourselves in terms of mission and goals and directions to enrich our practice in different fields or subsectors in public health. Fifth, strengthen the link between public health nursing education, practice, and research. We understand already this statement, and all of these three aspects must come closer together. And next, contribute to public health practice and policy decision-making through evidence-based research and projects relevant to the implementation of universal healthcare. Thanks to the advanced course you just completed in helping you achieve this objective. And the last objective of the NAP-HN is to advocate for the general welfare of public health nurses. We need NAP-HN to provide leadership and provide voice and visibility for public health nurses who deserve to be given just compensation, benefits, and privileges. So I now urge you to become founding members of the NAP-HN and be in the history of building the first organization of public health nurses in the Philippines. Magandang hapon muli sa inyong lahat.
Thank you very much, Dr. Cora Anunuevo, for outlining the future directions of NAP-HN and, of course, welcoming to the fold our first batch of nurse leaders to NAPHN, and we're all excited for that to trailblaze with NAPHN po. So at this point, we would like to recognize the presence. Before we move on to the next part, we would like first to recognize the presence of our resource persons, our beloved and esteemed resource persons for joining us in these closing ceremonies. So I would like to recognize the presence of Dr. Josefina Tuazon, okay, a former Dean of the College of Nursing of UP. Thank you, Dr. Tuazon, for joining. We also have Ma'am Rita Tamse. Good afternoon, Ma'am Rita. Okay.
Hello, good
For
afternoon.
joining us. We have Dean Betty Merritt of UERM. Thank you po for joining us. We have with us also Dr. Anthony Cordero, Doc Ans. Then we also have with us this afternoon, we still have with us, Ma'am Jeline Valenzuela. Ma'am Je, thank you for staying the whole day with us. And of course, we also thank special guests for gracing this momentous occasion for our batch of nurse leaders. Dr. Pretzel Tolentino, of course, thank you for joining us. So on behalf of the course team, I have the honor to present to everybody, to our resource persons, to our partner institutions, the candidates of the first batch of the NurseLEAD program. Arnold Louis Alina, Tristan Antiquera, Romeo Apuli Jr., Mark Adnan Balagot, Marjorie Josephine Benedito, Refelin Benedito, Karen Bumosaw, Exor Chavez, Maria Novi Cristi Crespo, Sharaline Dasigan, Maria Ailep de los Santos, Jose Andrelin de la Cruz, Katrina Divina de la Cruz, Jerlyn Domingo, Kathleen Fernandez, John Philip Lorente, May Galvez, Pamela Garcia, Miriam Isabel Gao, Ana Marie Carrera, Olivia Marie Ibatuan, Rochelle Laborera, Cynthia Lascano, Jezebel Laureta, Maricris Mangiduyos, Pamela Oli, Myra Ong, Cesar Ordanza Jr., Michelle Ponso, Jehan Ramos, Lorraine Ramos, Rhea Romano, Ran Tubang, Ana Margarita Samson, Sharon Secretary, Cyril Tinepa, Ana Clarissa Tongkua, Chrismar Wanawan. From the Visayas, Eloy Marie Dos, Mayflor Ripardo, Maria Katrina Carla Meñez, Raisa Nava Teodoso, Diomedes Yepes Jr., and from Mindanao, Anther Ruelu Balilaho, Mike Nicolo Barro, Christine May Loba, Marvin Gores, Laila Pandodum, Marini Tabo-Tabo, Donald Tauro. Our 50 graduates of the first batch of the NurseLEAD program. At this point, we would like to call on, once again, on our virtual stage, the Dean of the College of Nursing of the University of the Philippines, Manila, and the lead of the NurseLEAD course, Professor Dr. Sheila Bonito.
Okay, so now we are going to the awarding of the completion certificates. So let's see the list. So the certificate of completion reads that this is to certify that the public health nurse scholar, so you will receive your individual certificates, has successfully completed the NurseLEAD leadership course for advanced practice in public health nursing, given this 25th day of October 2021. And this is with a PRC credit units of 45. So for the entire duration of the course, both the synchronous and the asynchronous of 140 hours. So signed by Professor Josephine Carriazo and myself. So congratulations to all who will be receiving their individual certificates of completion.
So a round of virtual applause for everybody's effort reaching this far. We are all excited of the possibilities for everybody with the completion of this course. Dean, thank you so much. We now call on, once again, the member of our course team and coordinator for this NurseLEAD to recognize our institutional partners. Professor Josephine Carriazo.
Good afternoon, everyone. And to our resource speakers, thank you very much for taking the time to be with us. For Dr. Fretchel, thank you for inspiring our nurses. So again, we would like to recognize our partner, Johnson & Johnson Foundation. Their generosity was able to we were able to have this training, and we hope to have 2 more batches before the summit, which is our planned date will be April of next year. So to the Johnson & Johnson Foundation for sharing their invaluable service as corporate partner in the NurseLEAD Leadership Course for Advanced Practice in Public Health Nursing. Marami pong salamat. Dahil sa kanila, meron po tayong 50 scholars na natapos ng ating Public Health Nursing Leadership Course. And in addition to Johnson & Johnson, we would also like to recognize our partner, represented by Dr. Pretzel this afternoon. So we have the Department of Health, to the Health Human Resource Development Bureau for sharing their invaluable service as institutional partner in the NurseLEAD Leadership Course for Advanced Practice in Public Health Nursing. Sabi nga ni Dr. Pretzel, she hopes to see all of these nurse leaders, and we need we need this new breed of leaders. Sila yung magsasabi na nurses can also be Amat po tayo dahil may circular po ang Department of 2021-301. Ang sabi po, yung pong kanilang attendance dito is part of their official time. So, salamat sa Johnson and Department of Health. We have 2 more batches and we hope to have 100 public health nursing leaders in the next 4 months to come.
Thank you, Ma'am Jo. Okay. And now, let us hear from our graduates their message of thanks. We call on Mark Adnan P. Balagot to represent Luzon for his message on behalf of his graduates. Mark?
So, UP College of Nursing, faculties and staffs, our distinguished sponsors, Johnson & Johnson and the Department of Health, colleagues, a pleasant afternoon to everyone. At first, hindi ko na-expect na maging part ng course na to kasi hectic ang schedule at the same time, wala pa yung endorsement ko from the DOH region. So kumbaga sabi ko, oh well, baka wala na. So biglang nag-message din ng NurseLEAD, sabi niya na to follow na lang pwede. So ayun, kinagat na natin and beneficial tong project na to. Beneficial tong course na to for us, especially na nagsa-start pa lang or sabihin na lang natin na nasa laylayan pa rin ng organization kasi as part of NDP, hindi kami masyadong, kumbaga, hindi kami nabibigyan ng masyadong voice and masasabi namin na stepping stone to. And what I learned about dito sa course na to is that as public health nurses, we should always win and to be winner and to inspire others also to be winners. Kumbaga, W, always work for collaboration. I, innovate health services and health, especially in the health education sector kasi pagiging public health nurse naman, pagiging public health nurse is umiikot siya sa health education. So kumbaga, example, ngayong pandemic is na-stop yung face-to-face. So, ayun, we should innovate with the use of social media and technology nowadays, di ba? Then N is to nourish yourself. Kumbaga, kung dito ka noon, dapat a step higher na ngayon. Hindi pwede na dito ka palagi. Dapat you should step higher. And then the next N is to nurture relationships. Kumbaga, kung ano man yung current na relationship, professional relationship with your stakeholders, you nourish it. Kumbaga, kung kulang, dagdagan. Kung sobra, mas sobrahan. And then E is nakakuha ko dito ng encouragement and empowerment. And R is the value of resiliency and reintegration. Kumbaga, kung anong natutunan natin dito, i-apply na natin. And last but not the least is yung S, para makompleto na natin yung winners, is to seize the moment with a smile. So to my colleagues, nabudol man tayo ng course na to, kakayanin pa rin natin. Maraming salamat po and God bless always.
Thank you, Mark, and congratulations. Now we move on to the representative for the Visayas batch, for the Visayas group, Mayflor Lipardo.
It starts with decision to try, and here we are now, attending our completion ceremonies and leadership course for advanced practice in public health nursing. To our beloved Dean, to all brilliant lecturers, project coordinator and assistant coordinator of UP College of Nursing, NurseLEAD, and most especially to the course team and sponsors, my colleagues, a pleasant afternoon to all of you. It is an honor for me to be part of this leadership course. Needless to say, studying in UP is a dream come true. My gratitude to Ms. Raisa, my fellow NDP, for inviting me to try applying, and we are so lucky to qualify. We are also blessed to undergo this leadership course. We may not hold a certain leadership position now, but all the knowledge and skills we have gained will surely make us better nurses. We nurses, as leaders in public health, this leadership course will make us prepared for effective implementation of primary and universal healthcare services. It will help us develop competencies for our rules in planning for development and implementation of programs and policies, advocacies, and leading for a change and improvement of delivering of quality healthcare services. As I finished this course, I learned a lot from strategic leadership and challenges. That transformational leaders are needed, and I am sure we are that kind, right? Transformers? Leaders are not born, they are trained. We can be a leader in any situation. We don't need a higher position in order for us to become a leader. In systems thinking, I can identify now a priority health problems in our municipality and propose a possible solution to improve our public health system. Unity is strength when there is teamwork and collaboration. Together, we can achieve our common goal, which is a sustainable development. Health advocacy is important in promotion and protection of health of community. We need to have an advocacy skills in order to put this into action. Lastly, I learned to improve our professional development. We should enroll in continuing education and training because we should be updated on latest nursing practice in terms of issues and trends, policies and laws, and innovations and technology. So, see you again for more courses. At this point in time of my role as public health nurse, this leadership course will guide me towards strengthening various health programs of the Department of Health and help me prepare for the integration of universal health care in our community. I can use different approach in any situation. Understand better and find solution for our health issues. I can work together with the team with collaboration to other agencies or stakeholders, and of course, as one of the chosen few to take part in this course. I believe I can make a difference for a community's healthcare system. To the course team, thank you very much for molding us to become a better nurse leader in the future. To the sponsors that make this course possible to all of us, thank you so much for giving us opportunities. Rest assured we will apply what we have learned. Looking forward for more sponsorship. Congratulations to all of us. Hope to see you all next year. Mabuhay tayong lahat.
Thank you so much, Mayflower.
Every
And now let us hear the message representing our graduates from Mindanao, Mike Nicolo Baro.
To the faculty of the UP College of Nursing Manila, sponsors, resource speakers, fellow participants, good afternoon to each of us. I am Mike Nicolo Baro, the public health nurse in the municipality of Titay here in Zamboanga Peninsula. I am very much honored to give this short message as I represent Mindanao. This leadership course for advanced practice in public health nursing was specifically initiated to strengthen the primary care services amidst COVID-19 pandemic through enhancing the competencies of public health nurses in our own localities, as these nurses assume the role of nursing leaders, hence the title NurseLEAD. To compress my learning in a short video is very difficult because, together with other nurse leaders here, I think would also agree that we have learned so much from this course. But I will point out my top 3 most learned lessons, one in every module. For Module 1, I have reflected so much on systems thinking, in the principle that improving the performance of the parts of a system taken separately will not necessarily guarantee improved performance of the whole. In fact, may even harm the system, by which we must always consider that health is a multi-sectoral approach. For the second module, interpersonal collaboration is a very complex skill to learn. Given the many factors to consider, from negotiation to communications, politics, personal preferences and priorities, and personal professional development. This must be taken with great focus and constant practice. For Module 3, in general, in order for us to deliver quality health services, we have to develop, as nurse leaders, the core competencies in the public health nursing service. And in the process, we have to acknowledge our strengths and weaknesses, and as well as the strengths and weaknesses of our colleague and the system. As I stated earlier, that this course was initiated to enhance the competencies of public health nurse leaders. Personally, this course has organized my thoughts, showing me the step-by-step processes, the multifactorial considerations to take. This course also developed my systems thinking. It taught me how to include other stakeholders in the planning and the execution of health services, health service delivery. And lastly, this will guide me, set as a path as I lead other nurses in the improvement of the primary care service delivery. The course leader, to the course team, the sponsor, the Johnson and Johnson, thank you so much for the learning and the patience, and congratulations. A big hand. This exceeded my expectations to the course. Again, from the Takuri and Coffee of the Deserted Island Group, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mike. Lastly, we'd like to call on the representative for the graduates of National Capital Region, Jose Andrelin de la Cruz, for his message.
Good afternoon, everyone. NurseLEAD, offered by the UP Manila College of Nursing in partnership with the Johnson & Johnson Foundation, is truly a promising course for public health workers like me in addressing the needs of the public and their health in general. This course is very useful for those of us who work both public and non-governmental organizations that implement the public health programs. The 6-week NurseLEAD course allowed us to build connection, establish network, and foster collaboration between stakeholders and with other public health nurses in the Philippines. This course helped me to grow, not just as a professional, but more so personally in terms of improving my perspective in the management and execution of public health programs for the populace. The course also honed my current leadership, ability to collaborate, and managerial skills. As a nurse clinician who works in the urban poor communities in Metro Manila, and at the same time sits on the board of directors and leaders of the National Nursing Organization, advancing for the specialty practice of sexual and reproductive health nursing in the country. This is a great opportunity for me to develop and address the problem and needs of the communities. I want to congratulate everyone, most especially the teaching and non-teaching staff, for their tireless and endless dedication. To our resource persons, thank you very much for sharing your knowledge and expertise. To Johnson& Johnson Foundation, thank you for making this course possible. And to my fellow scholars and the Ally Group, congratulations to us. As we, the society, would say, amidst the healthcare challenges we face, we, nurses, remains a constant source of quality care and are the lifeblood of the healthcare system. Together, let's break a myopic and archaic notions about our profession and emerge into what we could be: leaders of healthcare, advocates for patients, and global change makers. Thank you.
Thank you, Andre. And thank you again to the rest of our graduates for their heartwarming messages. Indeed, um, the future has a lot of opportunities for us, and we look forward to seeing you all engage and transform the social structures to improve the healthcare of our communities and of our nation. So to our Primus batch, congratulations. And we would like to extend to all of you the invitation to join us next year, of course, after working on your projects, for our April event for our NurseLEAD Summit. So please watch the video for all of us. We're all excited to see you all face to face, okay, next year, and to hear, by the way, updates, progress on what you have again started in your respective areas through your capstone projects, applying, by the way, what you have learned in this particular course. So may I invite again our Primus batch, and we're also proud of you for reaching this far. Please raise your hand virtually as a show of commitment to improving the health of our fellow Filipinos using what we've learned in this course in making a difference in the lives of our brothers and sisters. So thank you once again. And we look forward to having you in our summit next year. So as a gentle reminder, please don't forget to answer the summit survey, okay, with the link posted on the screen, and this will also be available in our course site. And of course, there's also a program evaluation that will be provided on our course site. So please help us improve, again, the course for you. So to officially close our program and the course for the first batch, we call on our virtual stage once more, Associate Professor Luz Barbara Dones, the module coordinator for NurseLEAD. Ma'am Luz?
Magandang hapon sa lahat. Siguro sawang-sawa na kayo sa kasasalita ko nitong araw na to. Okay. Since I started working as UP College of Nursing faculty teaching public health nursing in 1989, my former teachers in public health nursing, former deans and the late Professor Thelma Corsega and Dr. Aurora Yapchonko, and now retired Professor Dr. Araceli Maglaya, were the strongest and permanent influence in my nursing career. The most important concept that they always make a point of about public health nursing is that it is population-based. The patient is the community, the family is the unit of care, and there are 4 levels of clientele: individual, family, population group, and the community. In this course, a number of you mentioned that you are newbies in public health nursing and therefore are still trying to find their way into holding more responsibilities in management and supervision. However, majority of you said that you learned the ropes of public health nursing dahil isinabak kayo sa actual na trabaho. There is no other way but up for you, a leader, manager, and collaborator. We hope that this course will allow you to shine in your practice. The UHC and the Mandanas are the best support for you to realize the advanced practice career path that the PR Board of Nursing, the PQF, and the AQRF set for you. Congratulations. This is not the end, but just the beginning of more responsibilities and higher level of practice in the nursing profession. Mabuhay ang public health nursing, mabuhay ang public health nurses. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Luz. Tunay na hamon, no, ang ating iniiwan sa ating mga bagong graduates. So muli po, Happy Nurses Week mula po sa aming lahat. Happy National Nurses Week sa ating lahat. At nais po namin kay anyayahan sa pagtatapos po ng ating programa. Sabayan niyo po kami sa pag-awit. Hindi po magiging posible ang programang ito kung wala po.
Wala bang picture taking?
Ay! Congratulations sa ating pong batch 1, sa aming Primus batch sa pagtatapos po ng NurseLEAD course. So nice po naming anyayahan. Sabi ko nga po, hindi matatapos ito kung wala po ang ating photo opportunity. Naunahan lang po tayo, Dr. Toso. So nice po namin anyayahan ng lahat na buksan ang kanilang mga camera. Yan. At bigay po ang pinakamagandang ngiti, ang ngiti ng tagumpay. Ibalit, meron pa pong dapat tayong trabahuhin, mga kapatid. So mga kapatid, nice ko muna tawagin si CJ. CJ para sa ating direct CJ para sa ating photo op.
Okay po. So I'm just waiting for others to turn on their cameras. I have 3 panels on my screen. Okay. So ready po tayo for picture taking. Tingin na po lahat sa camera. Ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. Going to my next panel. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. For the last panel. 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you very much.
Thank
Pwede
you.
po bang isa pa po? Kaya niyo po bang yung video filter? Nakikita niyo po ba ang aking ginawa? Para maiba naman po kasi Primus batch po. So napaka special ng grupong ito. Ayan. So, isa pa po, Direk CJ, ano? Ayan.
Okay, waiting lang po for others.
Ayan. So, nais na rin po natin kilalanin at pasalamatan sa pagdalo po sa ating closing ceremony, si Dr. Feli Marilyn Lorenzo. Ma'am Fel, thank you po. Ma'am Lynn, thank you po for joining us.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So, all the way from the technical panel, ano? Ng CHED for Nursing Education. So, yan. So,
Earl,
gawin
pati
natin
ba
yan.
kami maglalagay ng cap? Baka dapat sila. Bigla mo mag-isip.
Ay, so si ano po pala?
Alam mo naman,
Okay
masunurin
lang.
ako kay Earl. Sandali, alisin ko. Yung
Sige
mga,
po, papalakan ko na lang po.
ano
So
natin.
sa ating mga graduates po ang magsusuot. Oh, nakalimutan ko, hindi po pala ako dapat kasama.
Kami, Earl, kami pwede bang beret na lang kami, beret?
Opo, beret po, beret. Beret
O,
po para sa
para-
ating ano,
Oh,
resource persons. Yan.
Masyadong malakas ang dating. Sandali.
masyado naman red.
Sandali, sandali. Ayan na. Ang problema na tuloy.
Fun lang, fun.
Para po meron tayong ibang ano, may fun shoot. Okay na po?
Yung mga naka-beret, parang mga profesora. Ganun.
Okay po. So, ready na po lahat? Okay. Smile po for the camera. 1, 2, 3, smile. Going to my next panel. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. So, for the last panel, be ready. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you very much.
Yay.
Thank you, Direk CJ.
Thank you
Sa mga
also
Thank you.
for
Thank you,
inviting
everyone.
us.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations sa inyong lahat.
Congratulations.
Hope to see you.
Congratulations, everyone.
Cora, how
Yes.
can we become members of the Association of Public Health Nurses?
Oo, tatawag tayo ng General Assembly pagka na-recognize na ng PRC.
Okay.
Okay.
Kompleto na ang dokumento na napirmahan na. Napulik sa SEC. Ang SEC ibibigay sa PRC.
Okay, sige.
I-endorse ng PRC.
We're waiting.
Hinihintay na nga ng PRC eh.
Oo, good.
Excited ang PRC.
Excited ng PRC
Excited
kasi
ang-
public health nurses na lang walang organization for public health nurses.
Oo nga. Oo nga.
Sige.
Sige.
So, maraming salamat po ulit sa
Bye,
ating
thank you.
mga resource person, sa ating po mga partners. Maraming salamat sa pagsama po sa amin. Pero bago tayo magwakas po, paalala lang po sa ating mga graduates, ating mga graduate nurse leaders na sa ating po course site, sagutan po ang ating evaluation survey. At bago po natin talagang tapusin ang programa, nice ko po muling tawagan ang Dean ng College of Nursing, Dean Sheila, sa napakahalagang announcement. Kung kailan po, hanggang kailan, ang...
Talagang akong tinawag mo, ha?
Okay, ito
Okay
ito
lang.
po yung isa pang magandang balita bukod po doon sa CPD units, bukod po sa nalalapit na summit. Isa pa po itong mahalagang balita.
Actually, just a reminder that we're extending yung course sites will be available pa rin. So yung mga hindi pa kumpleto ang inyong mga reflections, and of course we're waiting for your final output for your capstone project. And you will also receive announcements on how you can join the NurseLEAD Summit for next year. So remember, in your application to the program, we had to do a contract setting that you will also be allowed by your local government to support your travel to the venue. But all the accommodation and the expenses during the stay in the venue will be provided for by the program, by the project. And we really look forward to meeting you all in person. So hopefully ay okay na tayo sa COVID pandemic. So we still have to watch out, of course, how's the situation going to be. But we are really excited to see you and also to hear what will be the outcomes of your capstone project. So ang gaganda ng mga capstone projects po nila, and we want to be able to showcase the different capstone projects of our NurseLEAD participants. I think early yun ba yung hinihintay mong announcement?
Opo,
And
opo.
yung mga sinabi mo rin last meeting that we have prepared prizes at saka ano pa ba yun? Public health kits. Hopefully we'll also be able to deliver those during the in-person meeting next year. So there will be 2 more batches. So we're also encouraging participants, especially from the regions that are still underrepresented in this project.
So din, ang ibig sabihin, after the second and third batch yung summit.
Yes, yes po.
Para
yes.
present lahat ng 3 batches.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
hopefully, no, wala na si COVID virus. Ano?
Oo nga, ma'am.
Para mas maganda yun, talaga nasa Clark tayo.
Correct po. So the second batch will be from November, December. Then the third batch will be January, February. And then the NurseLEAD Summit will be for April. So there's enough time for the project implementation. So yun po ang ating plano. And we will keep the communications open so you can still email us, and the course sites will also be open so that you can still use the learning resources that we have shared with you. And again, thank you very much po sa ating mga resource persons. They also actually made time to read your reflections, your discussions sa ating course site. So we really are building a community of practice at engagement with each other. So I think it's really going to be exciting when finally we meet in person or face-to-face next year. Okay, back to you, Earl.
Thank you po, Dean. So November po, so extended hanggang November
8.
November 8. Yan, no? Yan. Inulit ko na kasi may mga nagme-message po anong November daw po ulit. So bago po tayo magbukas, sa munting paalala, pakipirmahan po at pakisumite po ang inyong mga acknowledgement receipt dun sa ating internet allowance para matanggap nyo po yung natitirang kalahati. And another good news po yan, ha? So sa summit na lang po, matatanggap ang inyong mga kit. So maraming pong salamat muli at sama-sama po tayo magbigay pugay sa institusyon na naging instrumento, nagbigay daan upang mangyari po itong napakagandang NurseLEAD course para sa ating lahat.
Yupi naming mahal pamantas ang hirap ng tinig namin sana'y inyong dinggin. Malayong lupa
Maraming salamat, our nurse leaders. Kayo po ang magiging pag-asa ng bayan sa inyong mga pamayanan. Mabuhay po at marami pong salamat mula po sa amin lahat.